Outrage is a run and gun shooter 30 years in the making. From its humble beginnings in the bedroom of a 1980s teenager to its final release in the now infamous year of 2020. Outrage started in the Shire and finally reached Mount Doom, and the full backstory included in the manual is nothing short of epic and absolutely worth reading before you start playing. In Outrage, you play as an 80s action hero. You've awoken to find your base decimated with your friends and family dead, killed by the strange creatures that now surround you. Outraged, you grab a gun and a box of ammo and seek revenge. As I mentioned before, it's a run and gun shooter. It has 5 levels, and at the end of each level awaits a boss. Sounds simple, but let me assure you it's anything but, because Outrage is as hard as nails. And to get through it, you'll want to trade run and gun for tiptoe and shoot, as to ensure you only spawn 1 enemy instead of 3. If you get swarmed, you're guaranteed to lose a life. And in the early stages, losing lives just isn't acceptable, because some bosses can insta-kill you and drain your extra lives in seconds. But dying is part of the game, part of the fun to some of us, and you do get that satisfying sense of accomplishment when you master a level. Enemies all have a distinct look and attack pattern, with new enemies being added the further you progress through the game. More often than not, they'll produce a coin. The harder the enemy, the more the coin will be worth, and you'll want to collect every last one, because throughout each stage are shops that pop up seemingly at complete random. What I found cool was Outrage made me hang around the shops farming enemies for coins before I went in. Yes, I was farming Metroid style, and I loved it. The shops are where you'll purchase extra lives, health refills, bombs, rapid fire, which is a must, as well as the 3 different ammo types that increase your damage output and are essential for beating the bosses. The graphics are awesome. Each level has its own theme, from your standard jungle to an ice planet with crystals. There's definitely that classic desire to push on and see what the next level looks like. The sprite animations are all just as good, whether it's your rockin' 80s mullet blowing in the wind or a giant fire-breathing dragon. The whole game is just a feast for the eyes, and I haven't even begun to talk about the sound and music. There are 3 sound effects: shooting, collecting a coin, and dying. But over the top of them bellows a magnificent soundtrack filled with tunes you'll be humming for days. The soundtrack really pushes this game into overdrive. Take a listen. I'm so glad this game finally got released. It's action-packed with responsive controls, and its difficulty forces you to think methodically as opposed to running in and hoping for the best. Because if you do that, you will die. So draw the curtains, take the phone off the hook, or whatever the modern day equivalent to that is, survive the learning curve, and for the love of all that is holy, watch out for the pipes. And I have no problem giving every aspect of this game a 10. An absolute blinder for the Commodore 64. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hasta la vista.